Hello, 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 people. Welcome. You see, you guys weren't going to wait for me. You were only waiting for Josie. So I started without Josie. No, she's on her way down the stairs right now. You know, she had to get nice and purdy. Thank you guys who are here early for the chit-at. I don't know. I'm trying to get squared off right here in this screen. So we will let some people hopefully come in. This YouTube live situation is driving me crazy. It's not sending out notifications. Like I couldn't even find the video on my phone like to share it. It was crazy. But we'll go ahead and say hello to some people that are in the mix. First in the chat tonight was Denise, the Vulture, the Dumpster Diver. Thank you for joining us. Tracy is in the building. We always appreciate Tracy showing up, especially for a reseller happy hour. I hope you have your glass of wine going. All right. Who else is in the mix? Susie, how you doing? I hope I'm curious to see how things ended up going with that auction you and I were talking about. Tommy is in the building. Can you pole dance before we start, please? I need some. Yo, I actually got some moves. You should see me do some pole action. So yes, we are here. How is everybody's day going? It has been a Cernock laying down for the sixth time today. No motivation at all. I haven't seen you for a while, Cernock, man. Every time everybody's been asking where you are. I thought we were going to, get cracking on this snapbacks and hazmats show coming soon. You know what I'm saying? But thank you for coming by. Hopefully we can, give you that energy you need to pump you up for everything. So we will see. David Rubino, thank you for stopping by, sir. Hope all is well. So I hope you all have watched my video that came out a couple hours ago. It is a nice little prerequisite for tonight's show. My man Kent in the building. What's up, sir? Young girl Patty, how are you doing tonight? Bumcrack is in the building. What's up, Bumcrack? How is things going with you today, sir? My man. So you said the auction starts in an hour and it will probably go for a few hours. Thanks again. My pleasure anytime, Susie. My pleasure. Anytime I can help people, I am always down to help people. I'm waiting. I'm about to get that shirt that says my Patreon is free just for you guys. And it looks like we have a special guest in the building. Oh, my phone. I forgot to turn my phone off. Look who has graced us with her. The way you just came in like that. What are you eating already?
Already? I've been hungry. Hi, everyone.
I'm hungry too.
Hello. I don't know if you can see me better in this lighting. There we go. Someone say, hey, baby. Hey, baby.
What's for dinner, Tracy?
Oh, yes. Let me show you guys. So for dinner tonight, Chef Maria Martinez has given us her nice, I guess, fried rice.
Don't drop it on the keyboard.
I'm trying really hard. Fried rice today. And you can see she's got spring onions in this, a couple carrots, onions, shrimp as well, and sprouts. That's what's for dinner tonight, guys. Looks yummy, right? I know.
So I just got a text message from my homie Authentic. For those of you who know him from our podcast show, Authentic and the Beard, the Redskins have just traded Quentin Dunbar to the Seattle Seahawks for a 5th round draft pick. I don't know how I feel about that.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I guess it was inevitable. Georgina, thank you for jumping in and stopping by. So, I'm going to assume that none of you guys have watched my video that I dropped a couple hours ago. If anybody, oh, here, we need an update from Eddie. So, Quentin Dunbar, the cornerback for the Washington Redskins, has been traded to the Seattle Seahawks for a 5th-round draft pick. That is the news. After watching his new video, I stopped crying and tried to jump off a roof.
Oh.
So this weekend we had a bounce back weekend. We this morning had our biggest sale ever.
Was it really?
Yeah.
My find?
Yes, it was. Okay. So first, I'm gonna show you guys what sold this morning. Yeah, 5 bills. I was pretty stoked about that. I definitely needed it. It had been a little bit of a rough go the last couple of days. So let me see if I can bring this up really fast. My eBay.
I hope everyone's home, everyone's safe, taking precautions, taking this seriously, remaining healthy, mentally healthy as well, exercising, drinking water. It's very important.
Is it?
Yes. Hydration.
All right. So I will share the screen with you guys really fast.
No, it's not fast. It's going to take a while because you have to share the story too.
All right. Well, I'm going to show them first what happened.
You said what we?
Yes.
What?
Okay. Josie, you're going to get yours.
I am so excited, guys. You know what? I'm just so excited. My eyes just have its way of finding things that are worth a lot of money. Okay?
Yeah. So Kent wants to know where the dog is. So Ace got a fresh cut over the weekend. I don't know if y'all saw my Instagram story or not. Yeah. But yeah, Ace got a fresh cut over the weekend. But it got, they gave him a
really close up cut,
skin tight fade. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm also gonna turn that into a shirt. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't want to. Okay, let me tell the story. So again, we took him to the groomers. The groomers gave him a really short cut, and I noticed throughout the couple of days since we've gotten back, he's been licking his private part, his balls. Well, he doesn't have any because he's neutered, but that area, and it looks so sensitive, and it's red and good. Puffy. And I was kind of panicking because I realized I don't want to take him to the vet just because of the current situation with the coronavirus. And if you guys don't know, dogs can get it.
I thought they couldn't get it.
Yeah.
You said the word. I'm
not supposed to?
No.
I wasn't here for that.
We talked about this 50 million times.
Okay. El virus. So he's irritated in that sensitive area. And so I put a cone on him and cleaned the area so he would refrain from licking it and infecting it. So he's not doing so well right now. He's sleeping on the couch with his favorite blankie. And looking at us like we're the worst parents in the world.
We had to put the cone on him too.
Yeah.
But shout out to Kathy, my godmother, and my dudes. They hooked it up with some, what they call it? AD ointment?
A&D ointment.
A&D ointment?
Yes.
I don't know what it is.
For the sensitive areas.
But when I went to my mom's house to pick it up, she put it in a little jar and handed it to me like it was drugs. She wanted to just throw it through the mail slot almost.
I know that people recommend that you use the gel, the Neosporin gel for dogs when they have razor burns, but I think this time around it was needed for A&D ointment.
All right. So that's the dog story. So now we're going to jump into the big sale of the day.
Yeah.
All right. So where we at? Share screen. Share screen.
Yeah.
You
gotta choose.
Bung. All right.
Yeah.
So where are we at?
Right there.
Bung. So this is what we sold this morning. So it says it's listed at $549.99, but I actually took a best offer for $500. So I listed this last night at about 9:30 p.m. and we accepted the offer of $500. I think it was like 8:30 this morning. But this is the piece right here.
So the first offer that was presented was about $150. So we definitely waived that. That was not going to happen.
I didn't even bother to counter offer because I had like 7 watches, I think, at the time. So yeah, so this is the piece.
And this is Ace.
Well, they can't see because it's a share screen.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
So this is
So share the story.
I'm going to tell the story. So this is the marking that you guys, if you ever see this marking, grab it, whatever it is. So yeah, so this was the big money buy. Well, yeah, I mean, so this is where you would put like a ladle or a spoon or something is in that hole in the lid. So yeah, so this sold this morning for $500, and that is my biggest sale ever. For one item, I sold a lot of items for like $600 and something, but that's the money shot right there. Burgundy, what's up? How you doing, brother? And here's the dog.
Here's Ace, everyone, with his cone.
He came to say hi to everybody.
Yeah.
He's feeling a little down and out because he's got, a burn on the weed. What's going on, Tim? How you doing, brother? So yes. This is totally the situation. Before we jump back to that, yes, I listed it as a covered dish and tureen. That's how that went down. But back to this. So not all emojis is created equal, I guess. Definitely not. It ranges, like it's crazy. I've sold little miniature Limoges for like $30, but I've sold other Limoges for like next to nothing.
And also like doorknobs too.
Yeah, we have the doorknobs. We have I think it's 4.
I think so.
No, what it is 3 pairs of doorknobs that are Limoges that are like put to like a piece of like wood and it like stands up. Yeah. It's super interesting. But yeah, so the story behind this piece is crazy, and it kind of like ties into like how we're getting by right now without sourcing. So this piece has been sitting in my mom's basement for like close to a year. So what happened is Josie is all excited about this story because technically Josie is the one that...
Not technically. Josie was the one. Come on, babe.
Josie was the one that found the piece. So...
Don't eat while you're telling this important story.
I know, it's so good.
I gotta hear it in all its glory.
All right. So what happened is that we went to this estate sale, and this was...
Who was there?
Well, the estate sale was like 4 days long. And I mean, this woman had so much stuff. It was insane. Like they had to do it for 2 weeks, 4 days each week. And I think she used to work at estate sales, and like she had compiled all this stuff from estate sales. And so we were there on this was the 3rd day. It was a 4th day. It was a Sunday. And I went with Josie and Ma Dukes. And terrible storytelling happening right now, Tim. Come on.
Chef Maria wants to be in the picture.
All right. So we're at the estate sale, and we're just like, we found so much stuff there. Flow Blue egg cups. I found a Pyrex butter print, the whole set. And so we're just like going back and forth from finding stuff and just like putting it on this rack. And like I had spent 3 days there buying items in a row. We went on the 4th day. It was 50% off. So Josie found the tureen. I mean, she was like, "Oh my God, look, it's Limoges."
Oh my God.
So, so I'm like, "Yeah, okay,
Whatever.
How much is it?" And she was like, "It's $20, but half off, so it's $10." So I'm like, "All right, sweet." Hey, Brad in the building. What's up, brother? Thank you for popping through. So we copped it for $10. And this was about a year ago.
Yeah.
It might have been longer than
a year.
It's longer than a year, right? Because so when did we go to St. Lucia?
It was before we went to St. Lucia.
Hey, what's going on, Mark? Thanks for popping through, brother.
St. Lucia's been a year.
St. Lucia's been a year?
It's before St. Lucia.
Well, no, because it was right before we went to St. Lucia.
Yeah.
You sure it hasn't been 2 years since St. Lucia?
Has it been a year or 2 years?
I think it's been 2 years.
It's been 1 year, right? It's been 1 year.
So we had this piece sitting. We've had this piece sitting in the house for 1 to 2 years. Let's just throw that number out there.
1 year, Tim.
1 year we've had it out there. So I wasn't as knowledgeable now as as knowledgeable then as I am now. So, like that marking is not an easy marking to like figure out. And then you type in Limoges, you type in Hobbyland, you could type all that stuff in. But the truth of the matter is that figuring out that pattern is not easy. So I basically spent so many days trying to figure out what this bowl was. And I just couldn't figure it out. And I was just like, what are you going to say?
You gave up.
I gave up. I gave up a bunch of times. And this thing is not small. It's like this big bowl. And it just kept popping up. And I was just like, this thing is driving me crazy. I move it from one place to another place, move it to another place. I mean, the bowl itself had other dishes inside the bowl.
I can't believe you did that.
Did what?
Why would you put other bowls inside of such a delicate?
Because bowl? I didn't realize it was as valuable as it was. But so, in these time right now that we're in, there's no sourcing.
It's a crisis right now. We can't leave our home. We got to work with what we have. And we had that piece. So
I was like, last night, I was at the point where I was just so fed up with this piece because it kept getting in my way. And so I just was like, all right, I'm gonna, because I watch Crazy Lamp Lady and I see her get this stuff all the time, and they just put their stuff up for auction, whatever, because they're getting it for so cheap. So I'm like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just throw this bad boy up for auction. Start it at 99 cents, no reserve, see what happens, get it out of here. Any sale is a good sale right now. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I do a little research beforehand, and then I go and I see comps for a very similar bowl
for $800.
For $800. And I'm like, no way. But it's sold on best offer. So I'm not exactly sure how much the bowl actually sold for. So at that point, I'm just like, I'm gonna figure this. What is
It's happy hour, guys. Share your drinks when you have an opportunity. I've got red wine over here.
So I'm gonna be honest with you guys. She just poured me some water, right?
For him or for yourself?
That's sprinkling water.
Sparkling water.
You said sprinkling.
I don't do bubbles in my water. It's weird.
Oh, he said, just drink the water, Tim.
So, the
empty 2020.
No, you're not, Kat.
Oh my God.
So I end up putting the bowl up, and I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna put it up for $5.50 and see what happens. And thank God I didn't put it at an auction starting at 99 cents.
Thank God.
Because I would have been pretty upset. So the bowl sold for $500, and it took only 12 hours.
High five.
So yeah, pretty stoked about that. I am going to run to this. If anybody has any questions, please throw out questions today, because I'm gonna be killing it with the question game, because I don't have any pieces to show y'all today, because it's been a crazy day. I woke up, I drove to the storage unit, pulled orders, went back to the house. My Dukes and I packed. I edited a video, shot a video, edited a video, then took all the orders to the post office, then had to go get ointment for Ace, and then came back to DC for the live.
But you know what? I think that you should do a little segment about Wedgwood because I love it so much.
It's possible.
And the different colors that it comes in. And then I can show my lilac ones because I'm thinking about parting with them.
Why?
Because I want to share them with the world.
That goes to the next question.
Okay, so do I collect any glass for myself, or is it all for sale? I mean, technically, it's all for sale. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Well, not for everyone, because you have people like Ma Dukes and myself. When we see something that we like, we'll do a little trade-off with Tim. We'll say, hey, how about I give you this piece for this piece until the next piece comes in your
Yeah, I mean, my Dukes and Josie have pieces that I've gotten for them that they
guilts him into giving us.
Yes. Well, I mean, and it's those Fenton hobnail glasses I gave you.
Oh yeah, I was drinking out of them.
I
I'm
saw
pretty sure
that.
that I shouldn't.
No, you shouldn't. But
they're so cute. I can't help myself. You want to go grab one and show people?
I think I showed them.
I don't know,
before.
because I love like the blue hobnail. Blue hobnail is like so nice. It's so different from white, just plain white hobnail. I drink out of these.
So I gifted Josie. How many of them did I give?
4.
4. So yeah, these are Fenton glass hobnail opalescent blue tumblers. I
love them.
Yeah, they're really nice. Josie literally drinks out of this.
I do. Don't shame me. They are so pretty.
Blah. But also Josie, any Dom Perignon 1921 in salsa?
You got my number. That's a typical Friday night. But unfortunately, we're in quarantine. I can't leave my house, so I just do it at home.
Yeah. So, Death by Glamour, how you doing? Thank you for joining us this evening. So that was speaking of Fenton. I think I'm ready to say that if you do come across glass, Fenton glass on Mercari has been getting a lot of love lately. I've posted some of the carnival glass pieces of Fenton that I got, and I posted them on Mercari, and they've gotten a ton of likes. I haven't sold anything yet of Fenton on Mercari, but I did post a couple of pieces on there, and they've been getting a bit of traction. And I think that that's a trend that I'm going to start trying to test out and see where that goes, because it looks like it could be something really nice, something to step up on. And also, the fact that we sold 5. Oh my man, look who it is. Yo, Suburban Beard is in the building. What's up, brother? I ain't seen you in a minute. Suburban Beard and me have this, we got this bearded thing going on, but that's my man right there, yo. He's killing the video game with what he does, man. And he's always showed me love, and I appreciate you stopping through, Suburban Beard. Oh, and you got a Fenton Orange Tree Spooner delivered today. Look at you. I see you, Constellation Pegasus. So we are expanding. This expansion has been going well. 6 platforms. We made sales on 5 of the 6 platforms this weekend. So I'm excited about that. The only thing is I'm still trying to figure out Pleasant Valley in the building from Canada. Thank you for stopping through, sir, ma'am. I'm not sure.
How about thank you for stopping through?
Thank you for stopping through. Period. I rest my case. Oh, we got a little family love in the building.
Sasheli. Hola, prima. That's my cousin, guys. She's from Puerto Rico, but she's living in DC. And she works. Should I mention where she works, or should I not mention where she works?
Probably not.
No? Okay. She's super cool. She's a doctor.
Yeah. I mean, I was in Amazon. I was in Mercari jail for like, after they cut my all my listings. I've been like slowly like pulling them back up and just been adding the new things to it and finally starting to get a little bit of traction. And I've been doing free shipping and I just been like adding my shipping into the cost of the item, which always weirds me out because I feel like it makes it look so expensive. But I mean, I guess if it's free shipping, people shouldn't care, right? I don't know. We'll see. And then Poshmark. Poshmark's been. I'm really trying hard. And shout out to Tracy because Tracy's been helping me a lot.
And she hasn't given up on Poshmark. She's really good about it. She has valid points. Even if we're not selling anything, keep the listings up and share other people's closets. Make sure that there's a conversation that's ongoing so it doesn't look like you're inactive. But shout out to Tracy.
Yeah. So, man, that was a bit of a pepper I just went down.
Are you eating my food?
I am.
Give it to me, please.
Come on. You got the dog. You can't do both.
Right. That's why I put it over here.
Are you going to keep the lava lamp or are you going to put the lava lamp up for sale? That is the question, Tracy. That is the question. So, nah, you giving us hope in the Poshmark world. But this is the thing I don't understand. How come people put one item in a bundle? I don't understand what that means. Why are they putting only one item in a bundle? That doesn't make a bundle. That just makes a single item.
A single item. You need two things in order to make bundle at least.
So another thing is too is like when you they're hoping you discount it. So that's what I figured, right?
It doesn't make that's not fair for one.
Well,
why not can't you just send a message to the individual asking them to discount it? Or do you have to initiate a bundle?
They can make an offer too.
Yeah.
So I guess they're assuming that I'm going to make the initial offer.
Okay.
But this is the thing. It's like with Poshmark, it's like you can't just throw a number out there. You got to knock off a percentage.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like 10%. And then so say if I do like offer the 10% off, the next time I can't offer 10% off, it has to be more than the 10% off the next time. So it's just like, it's kind of crazy. So you said you can offer a discount with offering a shipping discount in a bundle, which definitely helps too. So the thing is about, we talk a lot about the time and how to utilize the time that we have on things. And, we've been doing all of these different platforms, and it's like I've been getting a little bit more consistent with sharing my closet and sharing other people's closets and stuff like that. But to what extent are people making offers to people that like things? That's the thing that is, at what point do I start? Because I don't really have items in my Poshmark closet that I consider to be like, I see people selling stuff on Poshmark for like $5, $7, $9.
And that's what they want.
I'm not about ready to be letting things go for $5, $7, $9 every day. Mel, thank you for dropping in. Mel's going to be going live here in about 30 minutes.
Sweet.
Every day make offers. All right, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna start trying to make more offers. Now, I don't know if Sanaka is still in the building or not, but
sure not.
But Depop now, like that's where I'm trying to catch steam. And I feel like I got a ton of listings on there now. I have one sale. So, but I have noticed a little bit more traction on the likes of Depop. So I'm just like, what do I have to do to separate myself, differentiate myself in Depop to increase sales? Because I feel like I'm getting traffic, but I'm not doing it. Oh, no live today, Mel?
Really? Oh, wow.
So looks like we're going a little bit into overtime here at Over the Years then.
Like how much overtime?
I don't know. It depends on how much people want to hear us talk. Because, you know, a lot of times I don't know if people...
I mean, I don't find us very interesting, but people find us interesting, which is so flattering. But yeah, I think an hour is enough of us because we're a handful.
Well, if I had like, you know, things to show you guys, or if you guys have questions, you know, like I'm always down to answer questions and talk about interesting things.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Depop, that's where I'm at with that. Grailed, I know Tommy and Tracy and Cernock and Lisa and I have been talking, and they have the binding offers are starting to like roll out more and more, and that's been good. I did get that binding offer on a hat that I sold. Is Tilla a brand? What in is that, like clothes or China? What is the piece?
I don't know why that sounds familiar.
Or any type of China. Tilla.
Let's look it up really quickly. What? It looks too new.
That does, yeah. Dory, if you it's from Germany, a tea infuser ceramic.
It's got to be worth something. I want to see a picture of
this.
Yeah,
if you know, you can always send me pictures on Instagram. Like send me a message of a picture on Instagram.
You gotta like go to his DMs
and
slide in there.
Slide in the DM with a plate, you know? So like, yeah, no, for real. If you guys ever have any questions when it comes down to helping you identify a piece, don't ever hesitate to send me, you know, a message with a picture, because, you know, I'm always trying to help people identify items for sure. So that's where Grailed is at. That's where Posh is at. That's where Depop is at. That's where Mercari's at. Now, Etsy, the next...
Can't thank you so much, because that's exactly what's in my head right now. It goes down in the DM.
Gucci.
I wish we could play it.
Gucci.
Will we be flagged if we play that song?
We'll be flagged.
Okay.
Gucci. Gucci. Can I just say that I have the taste from the little bits of pieces of that food that I ate, and I am so hungry.
He's hinting that he wants more, and he's hoping that my mother comes with a plate. Ooh.
For sure. I mean, there's a bunch of people that have already, like, you know, she slides over the Pellegrino. Is that how you say that? What's the other one of the sparkling waters?
Perrier.
Perrier?
Perrier.
Pellegrino Perrier. We out here balling with bubbles in the water.
Okay. You want to spit fire?
No.
No.
But my man Harry is in the building. Thank you for popping in, Harry. How you doing, brother? We're on our own 2-drink minimum.
I'm on my first one, and we've only done 33 minutes.
So. Okay. So I know this is not anything to do with reselling, but why? I can't identify what am I tasting in the bubble water.
The food you just bit into.
No. I love that taste. But the bubble water, and whenever I drink water with bubbles in it, it doesn't taste like water.
Because it's carbonated? It doesn't taste like water?
Is it the carbonation that I'm tasting?
Okay,
that's the bar right there. The carbonation that I'm tasting. So, Etsy. I'm about ready to have, it's mineral salty. I'm tasting salt. Chlorine? No. So no. So with Etsy, I've gotten to this point where I feel like it's becoming a necessity to get back to using Pinterest as a tool for Etsy, because I just need to to create some more traction with Etsy. And I feel like when I was consistently sharing on Pinterest my Etsy stuff, that it was helping to generate traction. Because like you can see in Etsy, it kind of gives you a breakdown where the traffic is coming from. And like I need to start learning how to navigate eBay more, because eBay is just like, it's so all over the place. And it's like I'm probably sure there's things that I could be doing on eBay that I have not been doing and not even giving it a try. So like that's something I definitely want to take a look at. But I feel like I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys some of my my Etsy store to kind of give you guys an idea of the things that I'm selling on Etsy, and like trying to figure out, because I have started to list a little bit more of my Etsy-esque items on eBay. And I'm trying to like gauge to where the interest is, and like what categories to list them, because in eBay you really get some of those categories, you get real specific. And it's like I feel like when you're listing like a piece of Northwood glass that's pre-1940s, right? It's literally a category in eBay that says Fenton pre-1940s. So at that point in time, you're only really like directing the traffic of people. Josie dropping mics with the wine.
No, I didn't. It was guys. I'm so sorry. It's kicking in. I did. I'm a lightweight. I just wanted to let you know. I didn't say I was going to stop. I'm just revealing where I am.
So then I lost my train of thought.
I'm so sorry. Don't think about it. Where did we leave off at?
Jennifer, thank you for stopping by.
Hello.
So all right, we're gonna look at the Etsy store now. But what I was now I remember what I was saying.
Pinterest connection between Pinterest. We moved on.
Yes, we moved on. So the thing is that with Etsy, I feel like you get people that are looking more at decor aspect, things that looks good. Obviously, you have collectors that look at Etsy the same way they look at eBay. But if you list something in eBay under, it's like a win-lose though. Because if you list something under Fenton 1940 in Etsy, right? Mm-hmm. If somebody's specifically looking for that piece, they might find it.
Right.
But if somebody's looking for like just a pretty vase,
mm-hmm.
they're not going to look for it in Fenton 1940, right?
You're saying that you think of Etsy as a catalog, as like a nice fashion type decor catalog, and eBay more for actual researchers and serious buyers. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I do. So I think it's just something. Hey, we have superstars in the building. How you doing, Nick and Andrea? Thank you guys for stopping by. I have been playing the quiz games with them lately, and I am super addicted. Bumcrack, if you could do me a favor and drop the link for the Let's Get Quizzical channel, that would be awesome, because I thoroughly enjoy the quiz time. So the music one was yesterday. So like we were watching Tommy and Brian, Mr. Buys a Lot. And then the Let's Get Quizzical came on. My mom was like, we got to play. So I'm like playing the music quizzical round with Nick yesterday. And it is so difficult it is very difficult to get the answers in. Like people are so sharp, and on top of it, like you think you got it right, and then you look up and you look at the screen and you're like, or you're typing on the computer, you look up in the screen and you're like, there's like 6 people that answered it already before me. It drives me crazy because I'm like so close, but I can't get a point. But it is lots of fun, and it's definitely like huge for helping people, right now who are like basically quarantined. So like I love it. It is so much fun. And if you guys aren't subscribed to it yet, you have to tune in. And my mom is so funny too, because my mom my mom yesterday was like, she knows I get frustrated because I like to win. You know what I'm saying? It's not that I'm a bad loser. I just
Okay, that's what a bad loser says. Okay,
is it really?
Yes, it is.
No.
Yes.
Like, but it is absolutely amazing. So I really suggest you guys go and subscribe to that channel because it truly is a lot of fun. And like during times like this, like it's super like in my mind, it's super important to be able to have something like that because it is, you know, what keeps us all sane. So like I totally hope you guys register for that. And I'm getting better and better, you know, and it's like they said, if you're in America, you can't win. But
I believe it. Maybe our internet connection just sucks.
no, not even just that, but like sometimes the questions are a little difficult. But I'm one of those people that can't's not in my vocabulary.
You can't what?
Can't is not in my vocabulary.
Okay, but you just said it.
I
had to.
And you know what I'm saying?
I had to.
All right. So we're gonna show you guys briefly. We're gonna browse through my Etsy store really quick. And
we're gonna do a little bit of shopping, a little bit of research. Aren't we doing?
We are. I just got an interesting message on Etsy though.
Oh, has our store been shut down? That would be interesting. Wouldn't? Yeah. What does the message say? Tim, we can't leave him hanging.
Okay. So
I'm like,
so
suspense is killing
one
me.
of my best customers on Etsy, she just got her whole order and she's telling me that there's the little tiny perfume bottle that's missing from the order. So I just want to be able to let her know that it's in there.
I hope she didn't get rid of the wrapper.
Yeah, double check. It is very, very small.
Tiny.
Go through
Minuscule.
the packing paper again and let me know if you find it. Sorry.
Can I have a refill, please?
All right, so let's go ahead and go through the Etsy store and let's see if we can find some things that I might be able to cross post to eBay. Because right now, obviously, going through the death pile, or for me, the bringing it back to life pile, because that tureen that I sold,
AKA you have no choice pile.
Yeah, because that tureen I sold for $500 today, like, was literally just being passed around for almost 2 years. So like, if you're in the chat and you haven't watched our latest video, it came out today. It will show you what I'm talking about. It's the tureen, it's Limoges, and Josie picked it out at an estate sale. We paid $10 for it and it sold this morning after being listed for 12 hours for $500. So let's take a look at Etsy really fast. All right.
I'm sharing the screen already.
No, I'm not. I'm just pulling it up to go to my store. Hold on a second. I hate how you can't look at your store from here. All right. Josie, entertain them while I look for the store.
I need music. I can't just dance out of thin air. I mean, like.
Okay, here we go.
We'll be flagged.
So, all right. So we're gonna pull up the Etsy store now. This is not what I want. This is what I want. All right.
I don't sing. I'm sorry.
Josie's lying. Let me tell you. I'm sure I told you all the story about Josie singing.
Unless I'm being paid to sing.
You were singing last night?
Was I really singing last night?
Yeah.
Oh, when I was driving to work and back?
I don't know. I think so, yeah.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to have your guys, I'm going to have the chat on my phone so I can see if you guys are asking any questions as we're going through the Etsy store. All right, so this is our store. Oh shoot, I guess I gotta share this screen.
Yeah, I was like,
my bad. Share screen, boom, boom. All right, so here we go.
here we go.
All right, so this is our Etsy store. As you guys can see, it has the logo up top. We have 1,949 sales. We have 521 reviews, 5-star. So basically, we have Etsy Plus. So we have it set up where you have featured items right here. And then, so it allows you to have a couple of featured items as well as categories. So what I do is I have my uranium and Vaseline glass up here because this is one of like our best selling categories. Teapots, you know what I need to do is I need to switch Pyrex and put that up there. But these are pretty much our best selling categories here. We have the uranium and Vaseline glass, teapots, barware, collectible glass.
Can I just mention my favorite thing that we sell is probably barware, just because there's so many different types of styles and eras that are featured on our store. And a lot of them can be used right now. Get new barware, show off your bar, invite your friends over. Not right now, but once this is all over, okay?
So Ace, stop barking.
Ace, Bubba, come here. Come here, Bubba.
Okay, so we'll take a peek into our barware section is kind of depleted right now. But you know, you have these type of glasses are really cool too. Federal Glass Company. Jim Beam decanters usually sell really well also. I like this set. I'm surprised this set hasn't sold yet. This is, one of my favorite makers is Clover Glass. I will say I think that it hasn't sold as of yet because red is a strong color. Not very many people like to feng shui their house with red, unlike my mother. They like cool, calm, chill type of colors like gray and blue and like.
I think it's just the colors in fashion. Okay, let's just say.
We'll see. They say they love looking at our Instagram posts.
Oh, really?
But we can't have it because it. Jim Beam decanters are used to have a ton, hundreds.
We went to a museum actually at one of these places.
You know what?
And there were decanters I've never seen in my life. And it was about every individual person in history, every event in history, every state.
So this place isn't too far from you, Harry and Tommy. It's called I can't remember the name of the place, but it's in Havre de Grace. Is that how you say that?
Havre de Grace.
Havre de Grace. Havre de Grace. It's not too far from you, and they literally have thousands of Jim Beam decanters. It is absolutely insane.
It's kind of overwhelming.
But also, so this is another one of my favorites that I'm surprised hasn't sold yet either. This is
It's the red, babe. I'm telling you, it's the red.
I guess, but this is what they call crinkle glass. So it literally looks like the glass has been like the Hulk was like
like
crushing
it was a
it.
piece of paper.
It's
and
really
you took it out of the trash can.
It's really super mid-century modern, really cool stuff.
For the 14th of February?
Ooh, 4th of July?
No, February.
Oh, 4th of July.
Okay.
Why?
This is another thing for you guys to look out for. This is like super popular, and this always sells really well, and that is Blendo glass.
Blendo glass.
So I would always keep an eye out for Blendo glass. There's some that are like remakes, and it's kind of difficult to tell because with a lot of this stuff, it's not really marked. But this is they call it Blendo because it has like one shade down here and then it kind of blends back into white. And it's made by West Virginia Glass Company. But they make all different types of colors. Obviously, some pieces are worth more than others, but this stuff sells a ton. So keep your eye out for Blendo glass. Basically, right now, I'm just going to give you guys a rundown of like things that I look for. This will like help you guys to differentiate like what to look for when you're looking for glass. Now, Hazel Atlas blue ships. Now, this has kind of lost some steam over time, but if you can find, there's a certain like size glass. I think it's the shot glasses of this, but they sell for like $100 per glass. It's insane. So once again, like it's kind of important. What are you doing over there, making all these noises?
I think she's having high flashes.
So it's important to keep like a little pocket ruler on you guys because like the difference in inches makes a huge difference in money. So like, I mean, these are like the cool things that I look for. This is another one right here that I love this set. Josie picked this out. This is.
Is it because I picked it out? I think so.
But yeah, these are really awesome. As you can see, they also come with a swizzle stick.
Can you say that again?
Swizzle stick. Those are glass swizzle sticks right there. But yeah, this is a nice set right here too. But I mean, mid-century modern is so popping right now, you know, like these are awesome too right here. This is in two people's carts right now. So you guys can kind of see how people are shopping too as we go through the Etsy. This is called spaghetti string.
I love how it feels. When you hold it, you actually feel the texture of the spaghetti.
It's almost like it feels like rubber on the outside.
It's like waxy. I like it.
It's waxy. That's a good adjective right there. But if you guys ever see this spaghetti string stuff, this sells super popular. I've sold 3 or 4 of these sets.
Okay.
Here we got another decanter right here. I also like old school like advertising, like liquor advertising stuff. That always seems to do well. Here's some Slits malt liquor, old fashioned glasses, a whole set of 8 of those. I'm surprised those haven't sold yet. And you know, I should probably go back and adjust some of these listings here and there. You guys see more Hazel Atlas blue ship stuff right here. More beam decanters, whiskey and scotch pitchers always do well too.
What, we haven't sold those?
Which one?
The Federal Glass.
The Scotty Dogs?
Yeah.
I had 3 different sets.
Oh.
So we have these Scotty Dogs, mid-century models. Anything Scotty Dog usually does well too.
The ones with the dogs on.
Yeah, this is a Scotty Dog right here. That guy. That's a Scotty Dog. You have to remember the timing is there's a delay. Josie's mom is listening to us and watching, and it's not bad.
She's like, I don't see what you're talking about.
So, I mean, and these have had so many likes, and they just haven't sold yet. It's probably because it's only 3 of them. But like, it's difficult when you find stuff and you don't have the whole matching set. Yeah. Oh man.
What's going on?
Oh, the battery is dying.
Oh my. You don't want to lose them. All right, Ace, are you better? I think Ace is.
Does he have a fever?
No, he doesn't have a fever.
All right. Sorry for the delay, guys. Gotta plug in the lab toppers. All right. So once again, these are like, they call these either Tom Collins or zombie glasses, either or. But I mean, that's a dope design right there. I mean, it's look Picasso inspired, says Tim. Now, this is another set that I just, for the life of me, I'm sure everybody and their parents have seen these glasses in the thrift store. And I mean, anytime I post this on Instagram, it gets 40 likes, but it just has not sold yet. I don't know why, but it's got the picture and everything. So, but, and Garfield is a big deal, man. People love some Garfield. And then, as you can see, I mean, it's just like a lot of different this barware stuff. Obviously, this is
You know what I can't believe hasn't sold? Click on that Culver glass.
yeah. This is I have sold this pattern in so many different pieces, but this right here is a beaut right
Do you
here.
want to tell the story about the set, the silver set that I told you was going to sell that day and it sold that day?
The Dorothy Thorpe.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
There's a Dorothy Thorpe style glasses. They're like I think I have some in here.
But they're kind of like the Blendo glass where it starts off as like silver at the bottom and then it just transitions into clear. And there was like a set of like 6 of them, and it came with the tray all together and the actual like ice bowl. So it was a complete set within itself.
I
And
thought
that day we had set up at market. I don't know what came over me, but then all of a sudden I had this feeling like I knew for sure that it was going to sell.
But yeah, it was an ice bucket and it had the glasses sitting around it in a
with the
circle.
tray.
Oh,
And I said, babe, today it's going to sell. This is leaving our inventory. 3 hours later,
it sold.
it sold. I'm just like, something's up.
So here's some this is our ashtrays and I don't know how to say this word. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Tobaccaina?
Where are you reading?
Tobaccaina. Right there. How you say that word? I guess nobody can help me because you can only type.
It says Tabacchiana.
Tabacchiana. I guess that's like tobacco and Americana combined together. But yeah, so here we have like our vintage tobacco tins. Those do really well at the flea market. And then here we have all the different color Wedgwood Jasperware pieces. Terracotta, this is a super popular color right here of the Jasperware. It's one of the more valuable colors for sure. We also have this is the lilac color. So you don't necessarily normally see a lot of these colors. You more so see that pale blue, but these are, if you ever see these, totally grab them.
Do you want me to bring mine and just no? Okay.
Yeah.
I want to sell them.
I know you want to sell them, but you just shouldn't. I gave those to you as a gift.
Okay.
She want to sell the stuff I gave her as a gift.
All right.
True reseller fashion.
Whatever. I'll keep them then.
I know Tracy has this really wicked mid-century modern California pottery-esque ashtray, but I love this one right here. I think this is really dope. I mean, it's got all of these right here for, holding there. But the best part about this one is, boom, the top come off like a convertible. So you can put whatever you want in that little stash spot right there.
Where would you put in that stash spot?
The stash.
What is the stash, Tim?
Tobacco.
I know I'm putting that one there. I'm putting that leafy green in there.
But I personally really like this one right here.
So this one we've had in our possession for...
It hasn't been that long.
Yeah, it's been a while, Tim.
Has it?
Yeah, we've had it since Georgetown.
You probably could sell it for Halloween.
But I really like that one. That's a nice one right there. But yeah, and these also always sell really well too. Anything these cigarette tobacco cigarette lighter cases. So you could put your rolled cigarettes in there, and then it's also a lighter. These always sell really, really well. But then yeah, I mean, I cross-posted this to eBay. It's got a couple of watchers on it right now, but this is Dutch bronze, and you can see down here, it says bronze made in Denmark. So like it's like this like really, really rad green color on it. So I cross-posted that, and I also cross-posted this piece right here. This is Delft blue, and this is a really some people, I don't know if you guys are familiar with this term. So this right here is what we call crazing. So it's not cracks. It's just it's basically wear to the glaze itself, and it's called crazing. So whenever there's crazing, I always mention it in the description, and I just say crazing appropriate with age, because sometimes there's pieces that are really old are just gonna have crazing. There's no, I mean, they make reproduction now of pieces that had they put craze in them on purpose. It's insane. So yeah, so let's see what we're gonna go to. I know what everybody really wants to see. Let's dig into the glowy stuff.
The glowy stuff.
Okay, so right now I currently have 176 pieces of uranium and Vaseline glass. So this, if you watched my video earlier that I posted, we cross-listed this piece to eBay. I actually have 3 of them, and one of them sold. So now I only have 2 left. But like, you know, somebody would a lot of people wouldn't realize that this is, I mean, this is just an absolutely gorgeous piece right here. I mean, look at that. That is just fabulous. So I sold one of those over the weekend. I took a best offer for $60 since I had 3. So,
you know, I've had this idea for a while, and I just feel like it would be appropriate for us to have a music video come out.
yeah, I know.
And have like all
In the
our
club,
custard and Vaseline glass just in a video.
Kent, that is so fabulous, darling. Fabulous. Man, I am a fabulosoing
Fabulosoing what?
this. I'm like, so I got this really, you know, that like mid-century modern ceramic piece that I have, the like sitting man that I just recently got. It is rank of
I
cigarette.
thought it was a woman.
No, that was the lamp that I sold. But this is another color of Vaseline / uranium glass that you guys need to look out for. I mean, look at that. That's more like an amber glass color right
I would
there.
have never guessed.
I mean, look at the design in this. This is super art deco right here. These are really, really nice. But boy, do they glow. Look at that. Amazing. You gotta love that.
I just wonder how you'd
It's got a little bit of wear though from being attached to a fixture.
But how would you attach it to anything?
So these, I think, were actually slip shades to a chandelier.
Okay.
So it's like this really, really extravagant chandelier. I want to see what it looks like before you put the light to it. So Harry, this is what this looks like right here. This is how it looks normally. All right, it's jittering. That's how it looks normally. And then when you put the black light on it, this is how it looks. So black light, no black light. We'll go to another piece for you too. What's green? Suburban Beard just dropped a new video, just so everybody knows. He was in the chat earlier. Okay, so this is a green one for you, Harry. So this is under the black light. This is not under the black light.
And it's so hard to figure out whether it will glow in contact with black light. But sometimes you just have to take a chance.
Or just get a black light. I know we all are waiting on us to get the over the years black lights, but the virus is kind of, you know.
I'm so mad you said that.
I feel them.
Do you want to pick him up?
And then, so that's like your clear green right there, Harry. And then you have, this is like a frosted green right here. So these are also a type of, you see how this is like frosted green? And then this is how it looks. Black light, no black light. Black light, no black light. I'm going to do a video to show you guys how I photograph uranium and Vaseline glass. So then you have like Another different color. This is a custard glass right here. Look at this one right here. So you see this? This is almost has like a marble-ish look to it right here.
Oh my God, he can't walk now, Josie. Oh shoot.
He can walk.
No,
Come here, bud.
he can't even
He's just
walk.
shy. Come here.
I know, look at that.
And so you have those right there that are different. And then you have these, which are like Vaseline right here. So this is Fostoria. So you want to see depression glass. Huh, Harry? All right. Depression glass it is, buddy. Okay, so this is depression glass green. All right. So this is made by Federal Glass and it's called Thumbprint. So there you go. That's what it looks like without the black light right there. And then this is what it looks like with the black light. Without, with. Let me see if I can find you another piece. This is depression glass right here too, Harry. This is Hawking Cameo is the name of the pattern. Grill plates are always a good one to find. If you can find grill plates, always pick up the grill plates. A grill plate is basically like, for those of you that don't know, it's divided like this. So you have, you know, and this one is called Cameo or sometimes Ballerina, because as you can see inside of the swag rope of the pattern, there's a ballerina right there. So from that, you know, like, and then this is, here we go. This is jadeite. This is a jadeite pieces that glow right here. So here you have the McKee. This is black light, no black light. So only the older jadeite pieces will glow. This is an older jadeite piece right here. This is made by McKee Glass, and as you can see, it's got a gorgeous glow to it. Gorgeous glow. All right. Let me see if I can find you guys another example. Oh, for the ones that you guys saw last time, I didn't show you guys the this is red glass. This is made Murano glass. So look at this one right here. So that's red, but it glows. Look at that. Now that's some real wicked stuff right there. So like sometimes you just never know what you're gonna find. It's absolutely amazing. And I mean, you have stuff like this too, which is like super different also. So this is like an old school ashtray. They used to have like a figurine that would sit in these two holes right here. But like this is gorgeous too. I mean, look at that. Yeah, it has the holes right here where you can kind of like put something in that. And then let's see what else we have here that we can show you guys. This is one of my favorite pieces too.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that is very pretty.
I've had this a long time, but look at that. So Nick, they are radioactive. So what it is they, especially pre-war, they used to use what they call uranium. It's not what they call, but what it is. It's uranium oxide, and they would use that in the glass mixture to obtain the greenish tint, the yellow tint, things of that nature. But the amount of radiation that's actually in the pieces is the same amount that you'd find like in a banana or your granite countertop. So it's definitely not like dangerous to your, not harmful to you. But there are certain people that are collectors that have Geiger counters, and they like this. They get a piece and they'll test it with the Geiger counter. So they kind of collect it based upon how high it actually is or how low it is in radiation. So some of the pieces that are lower in radiation actually they don't glow as vivid or as bright. But I mean, like this piece right here, this is a really interesting set. So I actually got these in that um, light pick that I did, which was like this huge warehouse. This guy was a like mad scientist when it came to lighting fixtures. I mean, it took weeks to dig through, but you could see this is what those pieces look like on the actual lamp itself. And then these are the pieces. But when it's on the lamp, that's how it looks. Super, super interesting stuff. Really Art Deco. And I mean, this is another one of my favorite pieces too. Like this, somebody took this Cambridge key. They call it the key because of the type of handle right here. And they added like this African Art Deco-ish paint around it. But I really like pieces like this are super unique. Like you're never going to be able to find another piece like this. Like it's just super crazy. Is it the same principle on watch faces that glow? I do believe that there are watches that have uranium in them that glow, and like I've seen those. There's a guy that I follow that actually collects those, but I've never seen one in person. I have found uranium glass jewelry. Josie has a pair of uranium glass
I
earrings.
had a pair of
had.
uranium glass
And
earrings,
Josie's mom took them.
and my mom.
They said, how did you learn about creating Etsy listings? Mine don't seem to be doing anything. So with Etsy, it is all about SEO. So the main thing you want to do is like I literally write out how I would type it in Google in order to find these listings. So, vintage Cambridge glass, keyhole handle, uranium glass, Art Deco, all of that's in there, right? And then in the description, you want to have the same wording. So now that's two places where it picks up. And then also when you list it, you're able to add keywords. And when you add the keywords, you just want to make sure that you're using all the same words that you use in your title and in your description also. So that's kind of like how I go about it. It's just I mean, with Etsy, it's just like everything else. You got to kind of like just navigate through it and learn the in and outs of everything. It's not easy. It's super difficult for sure. And then you have Burmese glass. So I think that Tim, to answer your question, I do believe that paint was added on by somebody, which makes it like, a very unique piece. Here you have Burmese. So this is one of my favorites. So this is actually made by Fenton Glass, but some of the earliest glass companies in the late 1800s, early 1900s made Burmese popular. And so that's going to be a glass company called Mount Washington or Pearline Glass Company. Those early New England glass companies, they were the first people that actually did Burmese. Then Fenton did it here in America, and there's some Italian glass makers that also make Burmese as well. Let's see. Oh, and then you just get these etched glasses too. I mean, this is just a beautiful etching. You can see, look at the etching on that. I mean, that's just the work that goes into that type of glass just makes these pieces very, unique and absolutely amazing. But I mean, there's so many pieces of this stuff. You just really, once you start finding it, it's all over the place. This is a really interesting piece too. This is another Fenton piece, custard satin. Really interesting stuff.
I'm quite curious to know because I want to, find out number wise. How many of you already have black lights? How many of you already have purchased or had them in your possession and are actively using them? Is what I want to know.
So let me get out of this really fast for a second. So I just saw a question. Where was it? Um, do, 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 do. It's taking forever to get my computer. There we go. So do you cross post everything, or there certain things that you post only in a certain place? So like I said before, we are on 6 platforms. So typically I post if I'm doing glass or china or antique or vintage, the first place I go to with it is Etsy. eBay, I will post all my clothes, electronics, anything that's not vintage, or my higher end antiques and vintage stuff. And then I begin to cross post everything else. So if I post it on eBay, I pretty much post it across the board on Depop, Grailed, Mercari, all of those platforms. So, but as you guys see, Etsy is like where I got started. That's like my primary place. That's like my cash cow, as you would say, right now. So it's just now I'm trying to experiment and see, like, is it possible to like cross these different barriers? Like, what can I bring from Etsy that will sell on eBay, and vice versa. Obviously with Etsy, the main rule is it has to be at least 20 years old. If it's not at least 20 years old, you can't post it on Etsy unless it's handmade, handcrafted by you. Now, I haven't tested the waters yet, and I keep talking about doing it with Tracy, but I'm going to start trying to post some of my vintage clothes that I have on eBay and Poshmark and post those on Etsy just to test the waters and see how that goes. So it's really just kind of like learning how to get a feel for things, like what sells best on which platform. So, and then Harry says he's got a black light, but it's not signed by me.
No.
Yeah, we are
work on it.
We're working on getting the over the years black lights made. So I'm excited to do that, and they'll be out soon, hopefully. How do you get it to light up so well? Do you have a big black light? No. So we're gonna make a video, I think, on how we post and photograph uranium glass. So we don't have a big black light. It's basically like a 2-person team. So like we'll set the item up, and then I'll take my position to take the picture.
And then I'll turn off the light and turn the flashlight on.
Yeah. So, and then like I don't move, and I say light on, and then Josie turns the light on, and I take that picture. I say light off, and then I take this picture, and I say light on, and I take, so that it's in the same position for the picture when it has a black light and the picture when it doesn't have the black light. So very I mean, and just turning off all the lights and I use like my handheld black light, and that's how we do it.
Yeah, except we're gonna have to get a new black light because
you have a big black light.
Josie mom over here. Yeah, here you go, Kent. So yeah, that's, and I mean, it's just also so very different. And then it's like I'm trying to see, let me see something really fast. Even, and I can show you guys really quick too, like how let me see. Light on. Literally, that's how it goes. And so now I'll give you guys a brief little peek into like the different world of what I do, and that's my eBay stuff. My eBay store is not too big right now. I think I have like 370 listings, something like that. So let's take a look into my eBay store and what I sell on eBay. So as you can see, this is my eBay stuff. So like this is something that I'm testing the waters on right here. This Westmoreland piece. This piece is listed on Etsy, eBay, and Mercari. And then you can see I have my clothes, my vintage clothes, hats, testing the high-end antiques and collectibles right here. And then this piece right here, obviously, there's 19 people watching this piece right now. So I don't know. I'm waiting for somebody to pull the trigger on that. That is like,
It's serious, but I also think that we're gonna have to bring down like the price a little bit more.
I mean, I sent out some offers. This is a really nice piece too, right here. This is Rosenthal China, which is like super, you know, they make really nice stuff, the older stuff, obviously. And then it's the tops and the bottoms are sterling silver. But then more clothes, like, you know, I'm big into the sports, vintage sports stuff. Very unique stuff. I even took a stab at some retail arbitrage. So this is a brand new polo with tags, vintage Adidas right here. You know, these are those Limoges doorknobs that Josie was talking to you guys about. And you know, just really just testing. I got Ray Dunn up there, electronics. You know, more clothes sprinkled in the antiques,
And
copper. You know, a lot of different clothes, board games, Star Wars. All my games I pick up are all, I try to keep them new in box.
and the Galley.
Yeah, this is waiting for that one to go too. This is a really dope Russian soccer jersey I got right there. Athletic cup. Still, you know, shoes, all different types of stuff. So we're really, you know, like I'm pretty diverse, as you guys can see. Like I'm just kind of mixing things up so where you can kind of like go to our store and find basically anything. It's really just combination of learning how to mix things up and really like allowing yourself to learn new things. And like, to me, that's super important. Like I started out just selling on Etsy, and now literally we are selling on 6 different platforms. And this weekend we sold on 5 of those 6 platforms. So if you take the time out and really try, you know, to learn new things, it's definitely possible. Because right now, especially, like, everybody's going to tell you to post your video games and post your electronics and stuff like that. And yeah, that helps right now. I'm sure a lot of people are selling those things, but at the same time, it's like I got to continue to do what I know best. And like, obviously people are still buying that stuff too. So it's like, you know, it's a win-win. And I was going to go to this one.
Yeah.
So in the beginning, yes, I have a picture of me literally. And the reason why I did though, is because I looked at Uranium glass when I first started it as stock, basically. So I bought it at, you know, a very low price, because especially the depression glass, Uranium glass, was selling it dirt cheap. And I saw a popularity growth in it. And I saw it as something that I personally could market to multiple demographics. And now I see that it has paid off, because Uranium glass is one of the highest searched terms for my Etsy store. And it is one of the things that I sell the most of. So that being said,
also the time frame in which it becomes an antique.
yeah, and then the stuff from the 1920s and right before the 1920s, that stuff is becoming proper antiques now, which is super important. Because once something hits 100 years and becomes a proper antique, it automatically gets a little bit more value, and it gets a boost and more notoriety, because it is considered a proper antique. Yeah, and that being said, now I've stockpiled so much of it that there are times I don't pick it up, for sure. Well, I guess that's not necessarily the question. Do I just pick it up without looking at comps?
So in the beginning he was, and I got so annoyed. I was like, you don't even know how much is this worth. And he'll grab like 8 at a time. And I'm like, Jesus, where are we going to put this stuff?
So I definitely pick stuff up without looking up comps, because a lot of the pieces that I have personally aren't like, you know, normal pieces. Now, if it was like plates, like depression glass plates or cups and saucers, then yeah, I would suggest looking up comps, because I know that the first piece of uranium glass I ever got was a cup and saucer, and I thought I was going to be rich, but it sold for like $10. I mean, like,
because those aren't as rare as the other items that we get.
Yeah.
So like if you look at a compote, or if you find like an actual tureen, or
and then the maker, it's just like anything else.
Yeah.
The maker, the pattern, like those sort of things are really going to determine. But I would suggest looking up the comps, but always the same. For me, it's like, yo, if something is $1 or less, if I can make 5 for $10, you know, preferably $10, not $5. $10 from $1, even after fees and stuff like that, I'm still making 6 to 7 times what I paid for something.
Them records are out.
Yeah. Yo, so let me tell you a quick little side story, okay? So Josie's mom, right? There's this this record store by the house, and it says we buy records, right? So Josie's mom was at Goodwill, and she saw all these records, and she was like, "Yo, I'm just gonna buy these records and take them to this dude and sell them to him," right? So she gets to the guy with like this like stack of records, and I mean, like, didn't even like look what the records
No
were.
research
None. She's just like,
whatsoever.
oh, they're records. He's gonna buy them from me. She's cracking up right now. Gets to the storage. They're like, so yeah, this isn't exactly how this works. Let me explain to you how this actually goes down. We're looking for a certain specific type of records, not just any records. And then the guy's probably like, well, you know, you might just want to take these to the thrift store. Like, she's like, well, that's where they just came from.
Yeah, I ended up asking. So does that mean you don't want?
And so, yeah, now they're just sitting in the back of Josie's car, which is pretty funny.
That's where everything ends up.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're going on an hour and a half here. Obviously, I could sit here and talk your ear off all day and night about glass and china and antiques and vintage stuff and even like new stuff and what's going on. So, like, I'm not going to do that. It's been a really long day, actually, and I haven't listed anything all day because I shot a video, I packed, I shipped, came into the live. So like now I'm ready to like eat some food, take a shower, and get back to work listing, because right now people, like, you just got to keep plugging away, because I'm going to tell you, like, I'm going to be honest with you. I've been scared, you know, like I've only been full time now. My last day of regular work was January 31st, you know, and like we're March 23rd now, in the middle of like lockdown, shutdown. And it's like, what am I going to do? You know, am I going to fold? No. Am I going to crawl into a corner and cry? No. Am I going to pull my hair out in stress? Probably, yes.
He does that.
But my whole entire life, I have been, you know, hit with obstacles, and to me, that's, you know, what really defines a man. It's like how you deal with that adversity. And right now, you know, we're all on the same boat. Anybody who's reselling, you know, in the back of your mind, you're like, man, the economy keep going down. Ain't nobody gonna be buying, you know, $500 soup tureens. But at the same time, you know, like you gotta really just keep going, keep plugging away, keep listing, keep trying different and new things. You know, like I posted a video on my Instagram of like, you know, a different way of showing a hat, like, you know, like just really, you know, use your brain to wrap around it. And like, for me, YouTube is a great way to like, you know, show people all these different things, and you know, we can bounce ideas off of each other, and like that's super important. And a lot of YouTube right now is, I'm gonna be honest with you, there's a lot of stuff I'm seeing that's just like it's whack. Like, you know, it's all the same titles, and everybody's, you know, trying to get people to click and they're going to tell you how to do things and how to survive, and, you know, everything's going to be okay. I'm not going to tell you that. I'm just going to tell you, you just got to keep pushing, you know, like you got to keep learning, keep trying different things. And that's the only, buy low, sell high. Harry knows that's the rule of the game. Like, it don't matter what it is, you know, but like, I worked in the restaurant industry before I went full time. So yeah, I mean, You know, I'm in a bad place either way, you know. But with the restaurant, at least I could collect unemployment. With this, there's no unemployment, you know. Hopefully, South African Airlines will give us our money back too.
Babe.
What? They're giving us our money back, right?
Yeah.
All right. Because we had to cancel our trip, you know. I could use that money I spent on that plane ticket. It was not cheap. But yeah, like let's just, you know, like I want to keep trying my best to give back to the community. Like I really want to. I hope that people are getting something out of what we do. You know, like even if it's not knowledge, and like, you know, I'm not telling you to go to the China section at the thrift store every time now and pick up all this stuff. I'm just trying to, you know, make you smile. I'm just trying to, you know, make you laugh and hopefully maybe learn something and try something different, you know. But like things are always going to change. Like if you want to be able to continuously be successful in the same industry for X amount of time, you have to be able to learn how to adapt and adjust as times change. So like, you know, like ride the trends, you know.
Can I say
and then
something?
yes,
I want to keep it short. In the words of my mother, it's a numbers game.
it's a numbers game. That's it. That's
Done.
it. That's it.
Drop the mic.
Mic drop. But yeah, I mean, you know, and I feel like with us and our YouTube channel, like we're trying, you know, we're doing everything organically. Like there's no like gimmicks, no like, you know, clickbait. Like it's what you see is what you get. And like we're just trying to, you know, live life, have fun, you know, eat good, drink good.
Why did you point at me?
Because I don't drink.
There.
But I am drinking good apparently because I got bubbles in my water.
Yeah.
You know, you're drinking good if you got bubbles in your water, right? Even though it kind of tastes like gas. Not like that type of gas, but like it's like that's that Pellegrino.
Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Be safe.
And just keep going.
Yeah.
Keep pushing. Like, look, you never know what you might be sitting on a gold mine.
Like my tureen.
Yeah, you know, like that thing had been sitting in my basement for there you go, Dwayne. Dwayne knows. Like that tureen I sold today has been sitting in my basement for a minute. So, like, you know, I picked that thing up and in 12 hours I made $500. And that's going to pay for, you know, my health insurance. It's going to pay for my car insurance, you know, like, and it's all about the hunt. Find a new way to hunt too. You know, like you got to find a new way. Like work them auctions, work those online auctions. Susie, I hope, you know, speaking of which, Susie knows she's looking at auctions too. And like I said before, if anybody ever has any questions, please do not hesitate to send me a message on Instagram. If I can help you in any way, I always will be here to help you, like, because that's what it's all about. It's about, you know, helping each other, pushing each other, you know, taking things to the next level. Because if the whole, you know, whole thing doesn't grow, then you're not going to grow alone. So, you know, we got to keep pushing each other. So on that note, make sure you guys are subscribed to our channel. I'm assuming you
And you like our channel too.
Yeah, no, don't subscribe if you don't like it.
But you can subscribe and like it, even if you don't like it.
Yeah, and then we just dropped a new video today. So go check out that video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. We'll see you guys next week. Actually, you might see me a little bit more during the middle of the week. It's kind of yeah, because
no, say it not in Tim twang, in English.
So you guys quite possibly might be visually seeing this image more throughout the days of the week, because I would like to go live stream across the interweb.
All right, not NPR speech, not NPR.
Nah, because I'm gonna try and get some hours up But it's kind of difficult because my nephew's at my mom's house and like I work at my mom's house, not at my house. And it's like, there's like all this noise and people going crazy. Like, I just want to
He
like,
has an electric guitar and he's trying to practice. He's trying to make something of himself, Tim.
yeah, 24-hour stream is coming soon. Don't worry. We're going to do one.
I don't think I would be able to make it. I'll have to have a nap for about 8 hours, but I'll catch you after.
Yeah, I mean, we'll work in shifts.
Oh, okay. So it's not just us doing 24 hours?
No,
Okay,
no.
fair.
We'll do a shift.
Yeah.
And then my Dukes will do a shift.
Okay.
And then we'll get your mom to do a shift.
Chef Maria Martinez will do a shift.
Yeah, no, I'm going to try and get my Dukes in the mix. Some let you guys, rattle pick her brain because she's got some stories for days.
Big stories.
Yeah, we could talk about music with my mom, all types of crazy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And Ken said, just put Ace on.
Oh, he's sleeping on my lap right now and he's not feeling the best.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see how he feels by tomorrow morning. And if he doesn't look as good as I hope, I'm gonna take him to the vet.
Yeah, hopefully the vet's still going right now.
Oh, they're gonna see me.
All right, so we're really gonna leave now. Thank you guys very much as always. We really appreciate you guys sticking around with us. I know like it's not easy listening to me ramble for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Love you guys. Peace.
Bye.